So we're very pleased to have Randall Flinn with us to kick off our International Dance Day. He's the founder and artistic director of Ad Deum Dance Company based in Texas. And I love what his mission is. It's to artistically serve humanity at its deepest need for beauty, hope, and compassion. And I think that'd be great to have as our own mission for our own ministries. He's had 35 years of creating work and professional dance companies and festivals worldwide. So we really are looking forward to his ministry today. And he's trained in the Martha Graham School and Jose Lehman Company. So again, really well equipped to inspire us today. And also he believes that dance can inspire and transform people, communities and nations. And that really is our prayer for today, to inspire us, to transform us, our communities and our nations. So thank you, Randall. And I'd like to hand over to you now. Oh, I'd just like to say, if anybody would like to put anything in chat, we'll be monitoring it. So if you want to ask a question or make a comment, we'll come back to that later. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. Well, I see I'm pinned, so that way I'm nice and big on your screen. First of all, welcome. It's exciting to have people here from so many different places around the world. And thank you for those of you who woke up early to be a part as well, as I did. And it is 8:15 right now, my time in the morning in Texas. So I'm quite excited to be with you guys. I'm going to open just by reading a scripture and kind of a foundational concept for my class this morning. This is from Psalm 139 or 139 and verse 13 to begin with. A psalm of David. For you have formed my inward parts. You have covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise you, O Lord, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows well. I want to focus just for a second on David saying, I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows well. I think so often we have complicated relationship with our own physical being. And for centuries now, there's been an dichotomy, even among the evangelicals, where the physical body has been looked at as kind of the lower spiritual plane of life. There's our spirit, there's our soul, and then unfortunately, there's also our body. But it shouldn't be unfortunate because God chose to place us in this physical frame. And Paul says in his writings, don't you know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit? And if that being the case, that being spiritual truth, then there should be an honor, a respect, and a reverence for our own physical being. Knowing that when Christ purchased our atonement on the cross, it wasn't just for our soul and spirit, it's also for our physical body. David, of course, also being a prophet, if we can listen to his words, even prophetically, I will praise you. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works. Paul writes, we are his workmanship. And if we can understand the enormity of what it means to live our life in this physical tent here in our earthly journey, but to also know that the same spirit that raised Christ from the dead now dwells in this mortal body and gives us life. And so maybe a humorous question, do we wake up in the morning with an awareness that we are fearfully and wonderfully made? Maybe David was passing by a mirror in his palace and looked inside and went, wow, I really am fearfully and wonderfully made. And as long as we're given a body, and as long as we have breath, and as long as we're healthy enough to move, we should be moving. To me, it's not just dancing that brings forth glory to God through physical expression. I think just moving should be a praise to God. If we can just lift our hands, if we can just walk, and I think so often we get it so confused. It's my dancing, but you wouldn't be able to dance if you couldn't physically move. And so it's your movement in that sense. And we all need to claim the movement that we've been given and not shy away from it. And I'll be honest, that's always kind of been a struggle for me because I came from a professional dance background before I became a Christian. But then I would go into different situations where it was more of a Christian orientation. And I saw that people were afraid to move, or they had a really strange outlook on their own physical bodies. And I think it should be the Christian that claims the beauty of the physical form, because we understand the incarnation. And so I want to encourage you all today to actually move with me. I'm not going to make it totally complicated, so you have no excuse. If you are physically alive this morning, if you're not bound to a wheelchair, but I've had people in my classes in wheelchairs that still move. So you are without excuse. So don't just put on your headphones and listen or tune yourself out with your camera. Participate. That's why you should join this morning. You come in to participate. Yes, and if you have room on your carpet at home or on your floor, I'm at my home this morning, then we can get down on that floor and we can move together and allow these bodies to experience the beauty of God's presence. And perhaps even, who knows, miraculously, there may be a healing this morning as well, which I can totally trust God for. So I'm going to get down on the floor and I'm going to start, you guys. So please join with me. I would love that. So we're going to start. Let me check my camera here a little bit. You can see me better. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start sitting upright. Knees are going to be bent to start with. So my knees are bent. Shoulders are over my hips and my earlobes are over my shoulders. My hands are just going to go down underneath my hamstrings. We're slowly going to curve forward. So we're going to drop the top of our head. We're going to melt through our ribs, through our waistline, and our fingertips are going to slide towards our heels. So you're just rounding your spine. Don't straighten your legs. Keep your knees bent. That'll take pressure off of your hips. And just let your body fold forward a moment. Try to relax. You're not trying to do a big stretch. Just release your body into a flexion. Now slowly roll up. That you're going to get your shoulders over your hips. Your hands are going to slide back towards you and your earlobes over your shoulders. So you're in a vertical alignment. Let's rotate out with the arms. You're going to get a breath in, nice and slow. Arms are going to come up through fifth position if you've ever had a ballet class. Your arms are going to come forward. You're going to flex your toes up. You're going to curve into a cat back position, but reach out through your fingertips and let your head just drop on your spine. So a nice soft curvature. Now let's bring the arms up, a little bit of a resurrection here. We're going to lengthen our spine back, nice and tall. We're going to open the arms out to second position and bring our soles of our feet together. Place your hands right above your ankles and open your elbows out to the side. Try not to do this. Really open outward. We're going to scoop into our abdominal wall and find a gentle forward flexion, just rounding it over. You're going to do 8 very gentle pulses, just warming up the back, like davening. Easy 1 and 2, 8 times, 3, Very gentle, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I want you to roll up from there. Roll up on 4, 3, 2, and get your shoulders over your hips on 1. Let's open the arms back. We're going to try to keep both sits bones rooted on the floor. We're going to bring our right arm out, so I'm your mirror image. We're going to go up and over side. This is your lateral flexion. Now, from the lateral, I want you to round over your left knee. Just curve your spine and release. Reactivate the abdominal wall, come back into your lateral flexion, and then bring that upright. You're going to change. Lateral flexion over, rounding our spine, breathing it out, relaxing the spinal column. Reactivate the corset of the abdominals. Come back up into your center. Then we're going to adduct together and go into a little C curve of our spine. Release our legs straight ahead, opening the arms up above us. Good. Now open up just a little bit and bend those knees back to parallel again and hands back under the hamstrings. So you're kind of resting on your heels. We're going to go back from the beginning. We're going to slide down slow, releasing our upper bodies. Breathe it out. So from your head to your tailbone, you really feel like your spine becomes this waterfall, just cascading down. Now engage the abdominal wall and slowly peel your spine up, getting your earlobe over your shoulder and your shoulder over your hip. Good. Breathe open with the arms through second position, but keep the shoulders down. Arms come up over you. Arms come forward. Flex the feet. Scoop into the abdominal wall and reach into a cat back position. So you're opening your spine here. Good. Now you're going to come up. Arms are going to reach, extending your spinal column. Turn out and bring the soles of the feet together and bring the hands right above the ankles with the elbows open. You scoop into your abdominal wall, so you have a contraction. Release the body over. 8 gentle pulses. Easy. 2, 3. Very gentle on the spine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want you to come up nice and slow, rolling your spine up. Go through all the sequential movement of the spine, lifting out of your hips. Opening the arms, we go into our lateral flexion or side bend. Over, keep space between the arm and the head, curving over to the diagonal, breathing it out. Reactivating the corset of the abdominal wall. Bring that up through center. Change, lateral flexion. This is the exhale, softening through the rib cage. Come back into the lateral and bring that upright all the way to your center. Adduct parallel in curving that spine. You can really scoop in your belly button towards your spine. Release the legs forward, lift up out of your hips, open the arms through second and come back into your bent knee parallel position. We're going to do one more set, guys. So we're working forward flexion. We're working into our lateral flexion and some rotation. Here we go. Curving over, breathing it out. Let the spine hang. Sequentially rolling that up. We come into our vertical plane, our plumb line. Arms open through second. Arms come up. Flex the feet. Exhale. I'm drawing my belly button deep into my spine, pulling the front of my hips up and away from my quad or from the femur bone, reaching. Now I'm going to come back up by pushing down through my sits bones. Push down through the sits bones to open the spine. Rotation, soles of the feet together. So this is your external rotation. Scoop into the abdominal wall. Shoulders are over the hips in a contraction. Take that shape over. 8 gentle pulses, just easy. 2, 3. So just waking up the body. 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll up on 4. 4. Go through every segment of the spine. 3, 2, 1. Open the arms. Lateral flexion. Up and over. Direct side of that hip bone. Rotation to the angle. Breathe it out. Reopening the lateral flexion and lengthening up to center so your shoulders are over your hips. Change, lateral flexion. From the lateral to the diagonal, breathe it out. Open it back and lift into your center. Adduction, closing together. My ribs are softening down. Now I'm going to push down through my gluteals or my sits bones. Open to lift, lift, lift. And open up the arms. Let's just shake out the legs a moment here. Good. Can we bring our right leg underneath us and our left leg into the front and relax? Open this up a little bit. Shoulders over hips. Give yourself a nice little hug. It doesn't matter which arm is in front. We're just going to go through the segments of our spine. So we're going to start with the cervical spine, the head. Let the head slowly drop on the spine. Now let the ribs start to melt down. The elbows go heavy. We're going to slowly curve downward, trying to get through each vertebra. I want you to relax at the bottom. Just let it melt. Now you're going to sequence your spine up, one vertebra at a time. So you're stacking your spine like building blocks all the way to the top. I want you to stay at the top. Feel your fingers brush the sides of your shoulders. Elbows are going to come up. You're going to keep lifting. Now you're going to keep a long spine and you're going to lean forward. This is called a pitch position. Little fingers go to the floor. You feel a nice long line from your head to your tailbone. Now let's circle the arms back behind us, like if you're holding a big hula hoop or frisbee. Then I want you to deepen your curve forward. Breathe it out. Now push the arms back behind you like a swan. Open up to the sides and bring your body upright. All the way up through your center. Good. Now bring your arms to parallel. We're going to go to the left side first. I'm going to pull back my right arm, open my left, like if I'm pulling a bow, and I'm going to spiral to this diagonal line. There you go. So in the spiral, I'm pulling back in my right hip joint to get the rotation. Then I'm going to square it off to the front. I'm going to bring the arms back. I'm going to bend my left elbow and send out my right arm, spiraling back into that left hip socket. Good. I'm going to square it back off. And I'm going to give myself another hug here. We're going to go back through the segments of the entire spinal column. Head, shoulders, ribs. So I'm really trying to find all the sequential movement. Over into my flexion. Let it relax there. And now can we slowly start to make our way up? I want you to feel how the corset of the abdominals activate to protect your back. Come through center so your head is a part of your spine. Let the fingertips brush along the arms. Release the arms up to the heavens. Lift and keep a long spine from your head to your tailbone. Fingertips are going to touch the floor. Circle the arms back, rounding your spine forward. Breathe it out. Now get a breath in as you push your arms back behind you and lift, 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 lift. There you go. Bring the arms into parallel into the front. This right elbow is going to pull back and you spiral and you look down the diagonal line. Now really open this side back. You can really sense the spiral of the back. So a spiral is muscle against muscle. You have a center line and you're spiraling on top of that center line. Now square it off en face or to the front. Change, spiral, looking down the line, lifting out of your hips, square it off to the front, and give yourself another hug. We're going to repeat this movement one more time in the entire exercise. So head, shoulders, all sequence, breathe it out. Try to let go, releasing, melting. Now sequentially bring that up by activating through the abdominal wall. So you're using your core. Come up through center so you have vertical alignment. Fingers are going to brush, lift. Now think long, like a reverence. Or, there you go, bowing down. That's a long spine. Now we're going to contract to take those arms back to breathe it out. We're going to release our back, coming through our center line, and bring our arms forward. Good. I'm going to bend my right elbow. I'm going to pull back into that right hip socket, but I keep a vertical line. I'm spiraling on top of my vertical alignment. I'm going to center it off, and that's an exhale, by the way. Breath out. Good. Come back en face to the front. Good. And just relax your arms down a moment, guys. Untangle your legs and just kind of shake out your legs a moment. All right, we're going to do a little exercise for our feet. So feet straight ahead, pointed feet, arms just reaching, palms flat for now. My shoulders are over my hips. You're going to keep your heels where they are. The heels don't change, but you're going to bend the right knee. Bend the knee. As you bend the knee, can we lift the same arm up? Now point the foot and open that arm. Alternate, left, and open. Now, go back to the right one, but bring your arms forward. Right one. Now you're going to change. Left one. Now you're going to go both at the same time. Both flex, and the arms are going to go up. Now point both, and the arms are going to go down and forward. We're going to start with the right again. So we have flex and point, flex and point, flex and both and point. Bring the arms back forward. Let's do it again. So you're starting with your right leg. Flex and lift up tall. So I'm bending the knee. I'm flexing the foot back. Point. Change sides. Flex and point. Now my right, flex and flex, that I go both and point. Let's do it one more time. Here we go, guys. Flex it and a point it, and a flex it and a point it, and a flex it and a flex it and a flex them and a point them. Let's do it again. Yeah, you can always laugh at yourself as well. Here we go. And flex and a point, and a flex and a point, and a flex and a flex and a both and a point. Now we're going to add on from there. So that's your first part. That was part A. Part B, you contract through your center. That's going to draw your knees in. It's like you're hugging a big beach ball. Contract for 2. Then from here, you're going to turn out and lift. Turn out for 2. You're going to curve over, contract for 2. Then I go out to this long diagonal, pitch, open for 2. So I have a long spine, come up for 2, and legs back on face for 2. I'm going to talk about the whole exercise. It's flex and a point, and a flex and a point, and a flex and a flex and a both and a point. Then I'm going to contract, 1, 2. I'm going to turn out, 1, 2. I'm going to contract over, 1, 2. I'm going to release my back into the pitch, 1, 2. That's a head-tail connection, 1, 2. Legs on fas, 1, 2. Let's do the whole thing one more time. I'll talk you through it. Flex it and a point it, and a flex it and a point it, and a flex it, a both, and point. Contract, 2. Rotation, 1, 2. Contraction, 1, 2. Release it, 1, 2. Upright, 1, 2. Legs on fas, 1. Let's do one more set, guys. Here we go. And flex it and a point it, and a flex it and a point it, and a flex it and a flex it and a both and a point. Contract for 2, turn out for 2. Contract for 2, release for 2, come up for 2, legs to the front, and just shake out your legs a moment, everybody. Just kind of let it go there a second, yeah? Hope you're feeling a little bit more warmed in your spine. Okay, now we're going to go down to our right elbow. So I'm your mirror image here. You don't want to collapse. You want to prop yourself up. Left knee is going to go back behind you. So you have a diagonal line from your shoulders, diagonal line from your hips, from your eyebrows. This hand is down on the leg. This hip becomes a pendulum, just like a swinging action. I'm going to go release it along the floor. I'm going to bring it back in. So I'm just loosening up that hip socket. And along the floor, but I'm keeping my core active. I'm going to do one more. This is the third one. On the third one, turn it out and come up to center. Now you're going to keep going to the left. You're going to go lateral. And you're going to lengthen your right leg directly side. Lengthen it out. So it's long stretch. The foot is on the floor. Then I'm going to come up and I'm going to feel my legs open. If you've ever had a ballet class, you think grand pas de chat, yeah, or Italian pas de chat, spiral. From this spiral, I'm going to flex both feet. I'm going to stretch over for 3 counts. I'm going to come up for 3 counts. I'm going to go to the back diagonal. So if you've had ballet classes, écarté derrière, back diagonal. I'm going to come up for 3 counts. I'm going to point my feet and I'm going to spiral. So my right leg is going to come back in. I'm going to spiral. My arm is going to go down. I'm going to lift up to the center. I'm going to open and pitch my body forward. Then I'm just going to walk my hands to the front and let it all go. Just relax the spine. And now let's roll it up nice and slow, coming up into our center. We're going to switch sides. You're going to go down to your left elbow. Your right leg will be the leg that's in back. You find what's called the stack. So your ribs are down. You feel a corset or a cummerbund across, and imagine a zipper like a tight pair of blue jeans being zipped up. So that's going to become our corset stack. Yeah. So ribs, corset band, and then pelvic floor lifted. This hand just on the leg. We go 1, 2, 3, and 2. 2 very loose. 3, 2, 3, 4. We do 1 more. 5, we turn it out on 6. We go over on 7. We lengthen it out on 8. So we have this long lateral stretch. Yeah, you're opening up that iliopsoas. We go into the grand pas de chat. So we're opening it up. We flex both feet, pull the toes back. We go over to the side bend and we bring that up right. We go to our back diagonal, side bend. We bring it up, we point our feet, left leg is going to come in front, my right arm comes forward, 1, 2, lift and go forward with a long spine, then I'm going to collapse to the floor, let it all go, 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 go. And I'm going to roll that up. I'm going to go back over to this side one more time. Lifting up out of your hips, nice and long through the spine. We have swing, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. Swing, 2, 3. We do one more, trying to relax that joint. I'm going to externally rotate it. That's going to take me over to lateral. Lateral is going to lengthen it all out. That's going to bring me up. So I'm upright. My shoulders are over my hips. My hips are opening gently. I'm going to spiral on my back. I'm going to pull that up through the center. I'm going to lift out of my hips to go forward. Good. Then I'm just going to let it all go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Come on up. We're going to change sides. Last time, guys. Here we go. Lift out of the hips. And swing, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1. One more. Now I'm going to gently rotate that outward. That keeps me moving. That keeps me moving. Keeps me moving. I flex the feet. I go over lateral. I bring that up. I go to the back diagonal line. I bring that up. I stretch the feet, but I really find this beautiful spiral to go one through the center line, lift up to pitch my body forward. And then I'm just going to let it all relax and let it go a second. And roll it on up. Good. Shake out your legs a second. You're going to open to a V position, second position. Yeah. Just wherever you're comfortable. Yeah. For me, it's very early in the morning. So right now, I'm not going to go into any big split because it's early. Shoulders over the hips. Yeah. Arms are going to be held down on ba. Yeah. A low position, but this is nice and open through your collarbone. Feet are stretched. This is a parallel position. You're not turned out. So you're really up onto your sit bones. We're going to go plie and tendu. Plie. Repeat that. Plie and tendu. Plie through the center line. Now I'm going to do both. Plie, lean forward, come up, point both. And plie, go forward, come up, point both. And I'm going to flex my feet. I'm going to pull up into my abdominal wall. So contract. I'm going to take the shape of the contraction over. I'm going to do 8 gentle pulses. Pulse, 2, holding the contraction. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to start to point my feet and release my back out to the pitch on 2 counts. 1, 2. So I'm in a long pitch forward. I'm going to come up. 3, 4. I'm going to ensemble, close my legs. 5, 6. I'm going to open back to the V. 7, 8, and bring my arms down. I'm going to start with that right leg again. Plie, tendu. Plie, tendu. Plie, tendu. Plie, tendu. I take both. Plie, forward, up, tendu, plie, forward, up, and I'm going to flex. I'm going to contract here. I'm going to take that over, do 8 pulses. Gentle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to release my back on 2. 1, 2, come up, 3, 4. Close them up and just shake them out a moment, yeah? We're going to do one more exercise on the floor. Left leg straight ahead with the flexed foot. Right foot pulled in with an external rotation of the hip. Going to open my arms to second position, shoulders down. I'm going to contract over my leg for 4 counts. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to spiral back into my right hip. And I'm going to rotate my right side back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my back elbow is bent. My front arm is lengthened out with the leg for 4. Then I'm going to reach sideways. If you can, reach over the foot. If not, just go over the ankle. Go sideways for 4. 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to come back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then from here, you're going to lean a little forward, but keep your hips down. Put your hands on the floor. Let this left leg rotate inward. So you have an internal rotation. Melt your body towards the floor. Breathe it out. Good. Now roll it up. Come back onto your sits bones. Come back into your spiral. From here, point that foot. Good. Now you're going to take the leg that's bent. You're going to release it back to the front. And we're going to switch sides. You're going to flex the right foot. You contract over for 4. 2, 3, 4. You spiral back 2, 3, 4. And you're on your center line. You're not breaking your center line. You flex that foot. You go sideways. 2, 3, 4. You bring it up 2, 3, 4. And you can point that foot. You go lean forward with a long back. Then let that hip joint rotate inward. So the hip is going to come up. Then release your body to the floor. Then you're going to come back up. Stretch it back, change, and change again. Contract over for 4, 2, 3, 4. Gentle spiral of the back, 2, 3, 4. Flex the foot, you go lateral for 4, 2, 3, 4. You bring it up. Stretch the foot, lift. Now rotate it inward and allow your body just to melt. And roll that up, come back into the spiral, release that leg, alternate last time, guys. Here we go. Contract over for 4, spiral, lift, 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 flex the foot, lateral, side bend, breathe it out, bring it up to stretch it, lift out of your hips, let it rotate in and relax the back. So you're folding right into the crease of your hips. Bring it back into your spiral. Release that forward. And let's shake them all out, guys. Good. All right, let's get up on our feet. Do some pliés and tendus. So I'm going to readjust my camera again. There we go. Let's see. All right. That should work. Okay, so we're going to start parallel. So just 6 position parallel. Arms just down to the side, guys. We're going to go plie, bend the knees, but keep a long spine. Straighten. Force the right arch, lifting the heel, and straighten. Change it. Lift the heel, and now from here, you're going to turn out to first position. Plie, rebound, force the arch, rebound, force the arch, rebound, lift, parallel, plie, parallel, rebound, force the arch with a straight ankle, rebound. Force the arch, rebound, turn out to first position. Demi, rebound, force the arch, rebound, force the arch, rebound, pull up, repeat. Now we're going to add some arms. As you plie parallel, your arms come from en bas into gate or into first. Plie, then on the rebound, you drop the arms. If it's the right foot, it's the right arm. So my arm is probably going to get cut off, but it's up there into a nice sit position. I'm going to change. Good. Now as I go into first, I go through my port de bras and lower the arms. Then I go plie, rebound, right arm, force the arch, rebound, force the arch, rebound. I go through my port de bras, I come back to parallel. I'm going to do one more time and plie, rebound, force the arch, force the arch. Now I'm going to turn out, lift, turn out, and plie, rebound, plie, rebound, plie, rebound, and come into my center line. Yes, now maintaining parallel. Okay, give me 1 second here. Close this out. There we go. Okay, maintaining your parallel position. You're going to go to the side, tangi. You're on your support right leg. It's your left leg that's going to work. You're going to go out 2, 3 times. 3, parallel on 4. You're going to contract and curve. 5, 6. You're going to turn out on 7. You're going to come up onto that leg on 8. You're going to close first and first and first, plie, and straighten, elevate, lift. Now come back to parallel. Then you would do your right side. You go out 3 times. Tandu, parallel 1 and 2 and 3. You go toe ball, heel on 4. The contraction is on 5, 6, and your contraction is here. Your shoulders are over your hips. 5, 6. You turn out on 7. You come up onto your left leg on 8 into a side tandu. You close first. You close first. You close first. You find a soft demi. Then you rise up into the elevate. And you lower down. You come back to parallel. You do your left leg again. We go out. And the 2 and the 3, center 4 contraction, 5, 6, second, 7, rebound 8, we close in, and in, and in, demi, straighten, rise, change parallel. We go out, and 2, and 3, toe ball heel on 4, lift up, contract, 6, don't let the head drop. 7, rebound. 8, close first and first and first and demi, rebound, rise, rise again, and out, and 2, and 3, center on 4, contract, lift, shoulders over hips, turn it up. 7, rebound up 8, close it first and first and first. Demi, you can use your arms here to lift. 6, 7, 2, change. We have out and 2 and 3, toe ball heel on 4, contraction 5, 6, plie 7, rebound 8, we close in and in and in and demi, and we rise and we rise and we lower to relax. Can we do one more little adjustment here? All right, there we go. Okay, can we go to second position? Easy turned out. You don't have to force your turnout. Shoulders are over the box of your hips here. Arms just down to demi second. Yeah, palms facing you. You're going to bend your left knee, so it's a fondue. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Contract 2, 3, 4. Release 2, 3, 4. Plie 2, 3, 4. Now watch. Hands are going to come from the back. Contract 2, 3, 4. Turn out 2. Rebound. I go to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 2 is my contraction. I release my back all the way into the center. Yeah, so I'm going to come all the way back up through center. Then I'm going to go into grand plie using a full port de bras. Grand plie. My arms are going to come up through to open. Then I'm going to contract parallel. Look at the shape. Contract parallel. Then I'm going to open that up and come back and go to the left. I'll talk you through it slow. So this is your fondue or lateral flexion. Now, if the contraction starts there, That brings me here. Then my arms are going to come down and up. I do a grand plie with a complete port de bras. Complete the port de bras. Arms are going to open. Now I'm going to contract parallel, shoulders over hips in the parallel position. Turn back out and rebound. Now I'm going to go to the right. Fondue. This is my contraction. From the contraction, I'm going to bring my arms through. I go into grand plie with port de bras. Arms come through. I open. I contract forward parallel. Breathing it out. Turn it out. Rebound. We're going to do one more set, guys. Here we go. Lateral flexion. Contract. Shoulders over hips in the contraction. Rebound out of that. Into grand plie, using the arms again. Now lift up, lift, contract. Turn it back out, rebound. Last time, lateral flexion, contract. And come through, grand plie, all the way. Now we contract parallel. We turn back out and we recover. Good. All right. Can we face your right diagonal line in a parallel position? Yeah, so I'm your mirror image, if you want to think about it that way. Yeah, I'm your mirror. You're going to start with your downstage leg. So you guys are going to use your left leg. You're going to go tendu out, close, pas de cheval, close, parallel retire or passe, turn out, contract, release, tendu, parallel, pas de cheval, parallel, passe, rotation, contract, release, tendu, close, pas de cheval, step with a horse, close, passe, turn out, contract, release, tendu, and close, pas de cheval, and close, passe, turn out en face, contract, again, tendu, and the close, pas de cheval, and the close, and passe, turn it out, and contract, and release, tendu, and close, pas de cheval, and close, passe, turn it out, contract. Now we're going to add on. So we're going to go tendu, pas de cheval, passe, but I'm going to stay to the front. I'm going to stay to the front. Then I'm going to open up. Then I'm going to go fondue, close first. A la second, close first. Derriere, into fourth. From the fourth, I'm going to go to my left side, contract. From the contraction, I'm going to release my back and come into parallel. Then I change with my right foot on the quasi or the diagonal line. Tendu, and pas de cheval, passe. Now I hold to the front, contract and release. Now I do my fondus en croix and across. Front, to the side, a la second. Then I go to the back. Then I go to fourth position. Then I contract to the side. Look at the arms. Shoulders over hips in the contraction. Then from that contraction, what I want to think about here is just coming together to the diagonal line. Come together. Change, tendu, pas de cheval, passe, contract, release, en croix, a la second, derrière, into fourth, contract, release, step together to change, tendu, pas de cheval, passe, contract, release, en face, a la second, derrière, contract, release. Let's do one more round. Here we go. Front, pas de cheval, passe, contract, release, en face, À la second. Derrière, plié, contract, release, together, to change. Pas de cheval, passer, contract, release, fondu en face, à la second, or to the side, à la quatrième derrière, place it into fourth, contract, relax those shoulders down, release the back, and let's face the front. All right, we should start to get a little bit warmed up by now. So we're going to do just a little bit of movement vocabulary. You guys are going to start by moving to your right side, using your right foot back behind you. You do a balance, but it's done side, front, back, instead of side, back, front. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So you're going right, left, right, go through fifth into second. So you do a balance, 1, 2, 3. I go through fifth, 2, 2. Yeah. So do that again. Right foot back. Shift, 2, 3. 1, 2. From here, I'm going to go over to a lateral, reach 3. So I just like kind of toss it over on 3. Toss it on 3. Let the body go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Now my right foot is free. I step out to the side. Side, back, back, side. So my right foot's going side. Side, back, back, side. Draw it in and plie onto the ball of the foot. Then I do a glissade, change it. So I'm going this way, then I'm thinking up and over, change it. Let's do that much again, guys. So you start with your balance, or your triplet. And 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Box, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, let's try it again. I'll go slow. Right leg out to the side. Plie, plie, ball the foot, shift back. I'm going to go through fifth into second. That takes me to my lateral. That allows me to shift into my box step. Then I go force the arch, and I push off, glissade. Yeah, let's do it again. Here we go. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, shift 6. Good, let's do it one more time. Can I watch you guys do it? Get ready. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you go. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. Box step. 3, 2, 3. Step touch. And now do a glissade. Exactly. That's nice. All right, let's do it one more time. Then we're going to add on a little bit. So to that right side. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change it on 6. So now your left foot is in front into that count 6. You just did your glissade. 6. You're going to step forward on that left foot, directly downstage in the turned out position. 1. So you're here on 6. You step 1. Yeah? So 6, 1. From here, that right leg is going to brush to the front. Brush 2. Like a little mom, but it doesn't have to be high. So you're here on 6. 1, brush 2. Yeah. Now, as you brushed it, the opposite arm comes to the front, the left arm. Then I open up that hip socket and I rotate where my back goes to the audience for a moment. So, foite, foite. Then I'm going to step forward on that arabesque leg. Right leg steps forward. So you guys are going to turn away from me. Step forward, so upstage. Then walk around to your right shoulder, starting with your left foot. So you walk to your right shoulder, step, step. So 2 steps around, step, step, and then take this left foot, take it across on the ball of the foot, and you lean lateral. Let's talk about the last part. So you just did your glissade here. You step forward, that's your tombe or shift. You brush, for now just mark the leg, yeah, say leg low. Arm comes up, you do a fouette. Now you step forward with that right leg. Step up stage, step, you do 2 steps around, step, step. Then that back foot crosses over. Now watch the shape of the arms. Contract. So this is like antler ears. Contract. So let's go back real quick. Let's kind of do a rewind in our minds. To your right side, balancing. 1, 2, 3. I go through 5th. 2, 2. I go over lateral 3. Then I shape it forward into my box through the plie. Step, step, step. I shift over. Then I change my back from the glissade. I step to you, to the camera. I brush that right leg, fouette, I step, I walk to my right shoulder. Step, step, contract. Yeah, let's take it again, guys. Here we go. Everything's in a 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 2. Yeah, I'll give you 6 counts in. So 6 counts for nothing. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. This is 3 in this contraction. That's count 3. 3 from here, from this contraction, I'm going to open out to second. Contract, open. So this is 3, open into second position. So I feel like I'm going to fall to my right side. Contract, and I feel like it's going to fall. But as soon as I get on this leg, my left leg is going to release out. So watch real quick. Contract, fall, release, and bring it in. So contract, I fall into second, then this leg opens out, it brushes. Brush, and then I bring it back across again. So it brushes, and then I cross it over. Let's talk about everything from the top. To your right shoulder into the waltz. Waltz, 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. Box, 2, 3, 4, 5. Glissade, 6. Step to your camera. 1, brush the back foot. 2, open it up. 3, step onto it. Bank it around. Contraction, open second. Release that leg, cross it back over so your inner thighs are crossed. Cross it over. From crossing it over, all you're going to do is take 2 steps directly down stage. You're going to go step, step. Your left foot is behind you. You wrap your left arm across and you spiral your back. Yeah, so I did 2 steps. So brush, cross, 2 steps, left, right, spiral my back and my shoulder towards the camera. Let's go back from the top, guys. Here we go. Right leg back, you move to your diagonal line, your front diagonal line. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. You're here. Contract. Second, let it go. 2 steps forward. Step, step. There you go. And then we do the cross with the left side. Exhale. Let's do it one more time. Now I'm going to watch you guys do it. Here we go. And balance. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, downstage. 1, 2, 3, step, 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 contract. 2, 3, walk. 4, 5, contract on 6. Can I watch it? I'll count it out for you. Let me get on my gallery view that I can see everyone. Okay, good, there we go, nice. All right, guys, here we go. I'll give you 6 counts for nothing. Yeah, 6 counts in. So ready, 2, 3, 4, 5, go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, go 3, 2, 3. Make your box step around, glissade, good, step down stage, brush that leg through, step and pivot yourself around to the front, contract, open to second, brush that leg out, cross it in front, 2 steps forward, and then contract to the front. Good, 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 yeah? I'm gonna do it with you one more time. So let me go back and pin myself again. That was nice though. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do it with you one more time. Use breath, yeah? You are fearfully and wonderfully made, but everything that has breath. So use your breath in your movement. Ready, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. Move around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. Contract. 2 and 3. 4, 5, 5. Contract 6. Yeah. One last little tag. You're here. You're going to step out onto your left leg. Yeah, you might remember this from ballet classes. You're going to do a low attitude promenade all the way around. Back attitude around. So you get a contraction. You step out on that left leg and you go en dehors, outside. Outside, attitude. And from that attitude, just step forward to pause. Yeah, and then in a perfect world, we would just change and we go over to this way and reverse the whole thing. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Yeah, but just know that you could. So let's go through the whole combo last time. To the right. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, glissade, tombe, 1, brush, 2, 3, 2, 2. This is the contraction, contract, fall second, développé, 2 steps forward, spiral. This is your attitude turn. Attitude, you take a step forward, little chassé, and then it would change to the opposite side. Let me watch, guys. I think you got it down. Let me change my view. Gallery. There we go. Okay, get ready. I'll give you 6 for nothing. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Glissade. There you go. And shift down stage. Fouette. Bring it around. Good. Contract. Open through second. Développé that leg. Good. 2 steps into a contraction. 1 step out to the attitude turn. And from the attitude, just chassé down stage. And then your other foot's behind you. That was lovely. That was really lovely. Let's do it one last time for the day, guys. Here we go. That was beautiful. Yeah. And guys, any 3/4 music you can use for this. Yeah. Unfortunately, today we were having issues with my music. So that's why, so sorry, no music. But any beautiful 3/4 waltz type song, this combination would work with. Yeah. So you get to use your own decision on that. All right. Here we go. I've got you all back up on my screen so I can see everyone moving. 6 counts for nothing. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, move. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Step forward. Little fouette arabesque. Bank it around. Good. Contract. Open through second. Développé. Nice. Shifting it. Good. And attitude turn. And then from the attitude, you chassé down stage. Lovely, everyone. Okay, let's have a seat a moment, everybody, or just get some water real quick. Let me get a real quick sip, because I'm in Texas and it is hot here. So how many of you broke a sweat? It's good for you. My dancers tell me it's not sweat, it's radiance. They said, we don't sweat, we radiate. I love that. Yeah, so guys, really beautiful. I love seeing you guys move. Yeah, and I want to encourage you guys. Yeah, so this is my encouragement to you. So one is, I just turned 65 years old. In America, that's officially a senior citizen. So you go through this process called Medicare, getting your new insurance, blah, 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 blah. And so I found out that with my new insurance, which finally I'm thankful because I have insurance now. Before, you would have had to put me outside and just bury me if I had anything wrong because I didn't have insurance. But now, at least at 65, I do have some insurance. Thank you, Jesus. But I have an eternal insurance regardless. So that's the best. But I found out that with my new insurance, as a senior citizen, I get to join a gym for free. And I thought, you've got to be kidding me. Like, do you know that for over 45 years of my life, outside of teaching ballet classes and modern classes for professional companies, festivals, you name it, working with companies like the Graham Company, the Lamone Company, the Ailey Company, and teaching core fitness and Pilates, working with professional athletes. Now at 65, finally, I get a free gym membership. Like, really? But I thought, hey, it's free. I'm going to use it. So I thought, surely it's going to be some cheap little dumpy fitness center somewhere. It wasn't. It was one of the most elite fitness centers that we have in our city. It's next to Lakewood Church, if you guys know about Lakewood Church. This place is gigantic. There's a restaurant, there's massage therapy, physical therapy, a business center. It's crazy. Very, very Texan, extremely Texan. We say everything in Texas is bigger. So I thought, can this really be free? So I walked in and I was very hesitant to think, okay, there's got to be something up with this. It's too good to be true. And I said, okay, look, I teach already in fitness centers. So can this really be true? Is this going to be free? And they said, yes, Mr. Flinn. So the girl who was waiting on me, she was maybe 22 years old at the oldest. And so she signs me up and she says to me, so Mr. Flinn, I just want to be the first to welcome you as our new senior member to Lifetime Fitness. And as a new senior member, on Monday mornings, we look forward to having you come and play bingo with the other seniors. And on Thursday morning, you could have a coffee date with the other seniors. Guys, at this point, I just wanted to spit out everything I've ever done in my life. I wanted to say to this young woman, do you know who I am? Do you know what I do? I'm a professional. And I felt the Spirit of God go, just humble yourself and tell this 20-year-old Gen X, thank you. And I said, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Then a few days later, she saw me in the gym working out. And she went, Mr. Flinn, are you really 65? How can you do all of this? And I thought, I've been doing it all my life, lady. But just our mentality in the United States. Yeah, but I think it's now happening all around the world. You get over 50 now and you're old. And you got to be put off to the side and pick out your room at the nursing home and blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I think so often that becomes a choice and it becomes a cultural bondage of you get to a certain age, you just think that, okay, it's over. Guys, it's not over until God says it's over. And then it's not over, it's eternal. So it's never really over in that sense. But God has more for you. He has more pages to write up on the book of your life. And don't think that, oh, my chapter is done. It's not done. You're his workmanship. You're his living epistle. There's more. Don't give up when you don't have to give up. Don't let go when you don't have to let go. Run the race with endurance and perseverance. And don't allow the mentality of the culture to say, oh, you know, you're over this age, you should just be playing bingo and drinking coffee. I'm sorry, I don't have time to play bingo and drink coffee. Now, maybe if I won the bingo and I could support my ministry, that would be great. But that's another issue. But I just want to encourage you guys. He gives strength to the weary. And those who wait up on him mount up with wings like eagles. Don't stop. You know, I thank God that I had a dance teacher who was in her 80s who would say to me when I was in my 20s, don't ever stop. Don't ever stop. This is God's language in you. Don't ever stop speaking this language. And I've held to that. And by the grace of God, he's kept me healthy. And, you know, we all endure certain afflictions in life. And yeah, we're going to feel a little bit more. Like now I have to warm up an hour to do my warm up. So I have to warm up to warm up. But that's okay. That's okay. I know my body now. I feel like I've got more wisdom as I've aged. But I just want to encourage you guys, don't just be on the observer side when you're called to participate. And I want to call you into participation. And please hear my heart in this. If anyone says to me that God has called me to dance, then I have to respond, what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? So are you taking care of your body? Are you at least taking a class somewhere, somehow, even if you have to do it online? Be responsible for the calling. Yeah, if you say you have a calling to dance, then give yourself towards that calling. No, you might not be able to, go and take a class every day or whatever. That's okay. But take the responsibility that you should take, and that is getting up and moving. Each day, somehow you should be in movement. It's important. It's a part of our inheritance in God because we are fearfully and wonderfully made. I want to take advantage of the gift of having breath and being able to move. And at 65, I still want to learn. I love learning. I love still taking classes. I love watching performances, learning more about the choreographic gift. As long as God gives me the breath to do that, then I want to take that permission and do it. So I hope that encourages you all in some way. Don't give up, no matter what the opposition might be, and don't let culture shrink you into its mode. Yeah, I totally want to do a Medicare poster here in the States where my leg is up by the side of my head and say, Medicare this, people. Yeah, because I'm 65, but I am not done. So, yeah, any quick questions? I know it's about time for me to say goodbye to you guys. But if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you so much, Randall. So let's hear anybody that's got a question for Randall before we wrap up.
What are your eating habits, Randall?
There's lots of comments in the chat also. I'll see if I can
Sure.
get to them.
Yeah. So I just got a question about what's my diet basically. So I'm one of those people that you don't want to invite over for dinner or lunch because I'm gluten-free, dairy-free, sodium-free. Not because I have allergies, it's by choice, totally by choice. So gluten-free, sodium-free, dairy-free. I don't touch sugar. Sugar is like the no. And I'm that person that I had a person say to me once, Randall, I really like you, but I would never marry you because I would be fighting with you all the time because you would never eat my food. It's true. So, and I'm a missionary, which really makes it tough. I've learned to bring my own food with me wherever I go.
Randall, I'm with you. We've been off sugar as a family for quite some time, and it's the best thing ever.
Yes.
We're not in the gluten and dairy space, but it makes a huge difference to be off sugar.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
It
Yeah,
changes
totally
your
agree.
shape. Changes your shape. Yeah.
Exactly. Any other quick questions, anyone? Well, I'm based in Houston, Texas. I've been directing my company here for over 30 years, a Dayam Dance Company. It's a professional Christian dance company, more contemporary, modern based. My background in modern dance is Graham technique and Limon technique. And I'm teaching at several universities, as well as, of course, my company. I teach at several ballet schools, and then I travel as a choreographer. I'm in Europe every summer. I'll be back again this summer with my company. We'll be having workshops in Switzerland, in a city called Biel, which is near Bern. We'll be having a workshop in Finland, outside of Helsinki, for a camp called Life Camp. So I noticed there's some Finnish people on. So if you don't know about it, you can email me, and I'd be happy to let you know more about that workshop in Finland that will be happening this summer towards the end of July. We also have a workshop in Paris, a workshop called Overflow, and that will be in mid-July. And so, yeah, if you're in Europe and you're around those countries, then I would love to be able to connect with you. That would be awesome. And I do want to return to Ireland, just FYI.
Yes,
Yeah,
we would
Randall, I
love
just
to
want
have
to
you
thank
back
you
to
for
Ireland.
today. It was really confirmation for me. I was thinking of coming to the Switzerland one, the one in Villas, but now I'm going to have to look and see which one is the best one. But yeah, that's the one I was looking at coming to. And I thought, let me just look and see if I can hold it together at my age today. If I can hold it together, then I'm like booking my tickets. So I'm so excited to see you. I'll see you there.
It'd be great to have you.
Thank you.
That would be wonderful.
Yes, Randall, we would love to have you back in Ireland. It was just a pity we had to do it on Zoom because of the COVID outbreak. But
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
you're very welcome. We just have to arrange.
I would love to come back. I love Ireland. And of course, my
Definitely.
last name is Flinn, so hey.
Brilliant.
Well, Randall, we are super glad that you found 1.5 hours in your very busy schedule today to join us. And we want
It's
to
my
say
joy.
a big thank you. We really, I just want to say, Patrick's here. We couldn't get you to our international conference, but this was the best we could do, everyone, to have at least a part of Randall. Now you have a taste, Randall. The next one is in New Zealand, 2025. So if you plan your dates, we will make sure we
Sounds
can get
good.
you again.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all what all of you do in your own way. We all make our contribution to the ocean of God's grace and goodness, and your contribution is no small thing.
So thank you once again. And I just want to bless you as you all go on your way. We hope you're all staying behind and not leaving. But Randall, a big thank you from ICDF. And we look forward to having you with us again in the
I would love
future.
it. Thank you
God
so
bless,
much.
God bless.
You too. God bless you guys. Have a great evening for most of you.
So what
Bye,
we'll
guys.
do, we can stay on. We've got a half an hour between each session, and we could just chat if there's any of you that would like some information. And for that matter, so we're shutting down. But Randall, if you're willing to hang on and people want to
Sure.
chat, we
Sure.
can do that. We've got
I'd be
half
happy
an
to
hour,
do that.
yeah, and then we'll sort of stop the chitter chat because others will be coming in. But this is dedicated to just say 15 minutes of talking to each other, even about the class. So if I may just talk about the class, that I did have a session this morning that was extremely tension building. And I just loved that we were able to do the releases with the spine. And I think in today's day and age with I do lots and lots of stress management. I think you people call stress. Children even say, I'm stressed, But when you do that, the release of the spine is so important, and that stretching. So I know this is a technique, but I'm just thinking that it could translate into a daily something that you could do. So yeah. I just encourage you all to do that with your classes. Rosie, I did that with you last week. They laugh at me with the extension, but it's a good exercise to release the tension in the upper back.
Yes.
Yes, the stretching at our age, Randall. You're 65, I'm 55. When I grow up, I want to be like you.
I love it. I love it.
I just want to ask, is there a way on the chat, or is there an email or a website we can go to, Randall, that's going to give us an outline of the different camps that you're doing? Because I only heard
Sure.
about
I'll put my email in the chat, and then you'd be more than welcome to email me.
Okay.
And then also, if any of you guys are interested, I host every Sunday Central Time, which for Europeans, it's like around 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. in the evening, an international fellowship of various artists, where our topic basically is beauty, the arts, of course, our faith. And it's a free joining every Sunday afternoon. We have incredible speakers, and you'd be more than welcome to join us. But I'm going to go ahead and put my email into the chat.
Is that on Facebook, Randall? Did you say?
It's via Zoom.
Oh, Zoom.
Every Sunday afternoon. Okay, and I just put my email into the chat. It's Addeum Dance, ADDEUM dance @gmail.com. And then also for some of you in other countries, I know that you're connected with Christian Dance Fellowship, and that's incredible. If you are curious if there might be like professional dance groups in your area that you may not be aware of that are Christian based or have a Christian ethos, I have a lot of international connections after 45 years of traveling around the world. And there may be people in your neighborhood that you don't even know about. So for those of you in the UK, I don't know if you know about like E33 or Infusion Dance Theater in Cambridge, but there's a lot going on around the world now in professional level Christian dance. It's amazing. In the States, we have over 200 professional dance companies that are governed by Christians, which is amazing.
Then Randall, we are actually in ICDF, we've got a network for artists, and it would fit into the category that you're talking about. But we're looking for a coordinator. We're looking for somebody to oversee it. So just doing exactly that, networking with people, like-minded people. So, we're struggling a little bit to find somebody for that space. So if and when you're in the space, if you can possibly identify or,
Okay,
just
great.
connect us with somebody, that would be awesome.
Excellent. Be happy to do that.
Thank you. Great. Any other comments? Where are we?
Can I ask a question? One last.
Yes, go for it.
Randall, with the arts the way it is in the church, like you have a lot of dance ministries that are not based on the technical aspect of dance. How do you connect the dots between that? Have you seen a lot of those ministries, or have you worked with a lot of?
Yes.
Connecting the dots between having that technical vocabulary and that modern expression vocabulary with the liturgical dance team.
Sure. Yeah. I'm finding now where more dance groups and churches have become very hungry to grow in their gift. And even though they may have not had a lot of background, or maybe they had dance when they were a child and stopped, but then felt this sense of wanting to move and express, I'm finding that there's a greater hunger now for training. And so I've actually gone into a lot of these churches and working with these groups to help them and then encourage them to find a teacher who could come in maybe even once a week. And, and here's the deal, if you have a hard time finding a professional in your town who is a born again believer, you know what? Then you can find a professional who might not be a believer, but they're a nice person. And coming into your church environment may just be the witness that they would need to be open to a relationship with the Lord, because they're gonna know how you react to them, and so I have really been blessed to see kind of this new hunger for people to grow in their gifting and not just stay where they are. I think if you're recycling the same thing over and over and over and over again, you have to ask yourself, is there really transformation happening? And we can all grow no matter where we are. And so you grow in the capacity of what you're able to take in, but each thing is a treasure. So you don't have to take 100% of something that might be too overwhelming. Like today with my class, if you got 10% of it, or if it just helped you to mobilize your spine or what have you, then you didn't need to understand the whole combination or whatever. But I'm very thankful for people who still want to move forward, even if they haven't had the background. And there are professional artists that are out there who actually enjoy working with groups that haven't had that much training, as long as that group is hungry to learn. One of the most disappointing things I ever heard, this was years ago at a big conference for the arts, and there were a lot of people from big missions organizations. And there was a woman who spoke, and bless her heart, she said, somebody asked, what do you feel is what marginalizes missions the most? How could we see in the world of missions things expedited? And she said, well, to do it, we need to see and understand that the arts are vital to communication of kingdom truth. And that when beauty encapsulates the truth, you win more of a heart and an understanding. She said, but the problem is that the professional artists, even those that are believers, they don't want to serve missions because they're too busy in their professional vocation. And I just wanted to go and pull this woman down off the platform and say, you have no idea what you're talking about, because I am in fellowship and in koinonia with professional dance artists from the Ailey Company, from the Graham Company, from New York City Ballet, who love Jesus with their whole heart, soul, and mind. And if you would invite them to come and teach for you or to serve on a mission, they would. But then, are you willing to help accommodate that person and to realize if they leave their professional job for a month, that is their job. This is not a hobby for them. It's their job. And so what can you help to provide that can help them to come and serve you? I work with Youth with a Mission. I've been working with YWAM now for over 40 years of my life. YWAM can't always pay me, a big honorarium or whatever. You know what? I'm okay with that. What can you offer? Can you just pay for my trip? If you can just pay for my trip, you don't have to give me an honorarium. I'll be happy to come and serve you. So yeah, so there are people out there who would be happy to serve the body of Christ with their gifts. They're there, they're humble, they're loving. And I'm so thankful that I'm in relationship with so many of these people worldwide.
And on that, Randall, I just want to say my heart is very much for outreach and if anything, us dancers, ICDF, we have a mission. We have one of our missions, if you read our mission statement, is to reach the unreached, reach the people with the gospel. And this medium that we have is such a powerful, powerful space. We can use this to honor the Lord and to bring people into the body of Christ. And Randall, I want to commend you for taking it to the streets. I mean, I love every video that I see where your team are dancing in the square, in the, different places where the pub. I always say, take the gospel out of the four walls of the church, because the people that need to hear it are not in the church.
Exactly.
They're outside the church. And so I so appreciate how you take your dances and you do that. And some of my team just know that's my heart. So every opportunity we can get, like we do with our international conferences, we make sure that part of our program, we take it outside. So bless you for honoring. I believe that's part of your calling, not just you teach brilliantly and you prepare the body, but then you give it to the people, and you're doing that through your team. So
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you. I love doing that.